All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the edition of the Beer Farmer Cigar Porch Talks. Out here on the porch, enjoying some. Well, I'm not enjoying it. It is hot, very, very hot. In the shade, my thermometer says that it is 90, I think 93 degrees. I'm in the porch on the shade. It is very, very hot. So great. If you guys know or don't know, I absolutely do not like the heat. I prefer cold weather to hot weather any day of the week. Um, you can only take off so many layers in hot weather before it becomes illegal. Cold weather, you just throw another layer on, you start doing better. But before I get too much into my bitching, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? So the cigar tonight from Oscar Valderas, the Superfly. Um, Fun little cigar. It is a very dark Maduro cigar, bigger gauge too. I've had them before. They're quite tasty. Um, Good cigars. I don't mind them. This one's got a little bit of a rough draw, but not too bad. I may later have to go and poke it. For the drink, mystery. No, it's one of my homemade ciders. I made a batch. Turned out really good. It is super carbonated though, so don't be surprised when I open this. We have a little bit of an explosion. Because yeah, they are super carbonated. I don't know if I didn't let it get as dry before I added the priming sugar, but I don't taste any off flavors, so it's not like it's infected with something. So here we go. Take that. Oh, yep, like I said, getting ready for that. I don't know what I did. I don't know if something got into it. It's kind of reacting a little bit like something got into it. I don't think so. I'm not tasting off flavors like a bacteria got in there. Um, Fermentation was fine. Acid levels were fine. But for whatever reason, it is super carbonated. So there you go. Little explosion. There's the cider. If you don't know, I've been doing it every now and then. It's not constant. I'll put some cherries in the bottom of my glass with my first beer. Leave them in there all day, and then eat the cherries in the night. They have a lot of flavors they pick up from the different drinks I have. Yeah, I mean, it's delicious cider. It just super carbonated for whatever reason. They're good though, no off flavors, so not really sure what's causing that. And my cigar is dry, so perfect. Today's video, if you kind of maybe guessed, talking about humor and joking. I love to laugh. I laugh quite a bit all day long. I like telling jokes. I like hearing jokes. Love laughter. Love comedies. Like comedies better than I like horrors or suspense or dramas or any of that. I'll watch a comedy almost every day of the week without fail. And it's something I actually really dived into when I got on the rig. When I was in EMS, we used humor all the time. Telling jokes, picking on each other, pranking each other. Dark humor was, in my opinion, my saving grace when it came to working on the ambulance. To be able to laugh when you see something tragic truly saved my life. Kept me in the profession for 20 years, really helped me to adjust and cope with what I saw. Now, the jokes were horrible. As I talked about to one of my coworkers, I'm into dark humor, but dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. It's a good summary of what dark humor is. It's not for everyone. And honestly, the big ambulance accident I had, I didn't make any jokes about it. No one else really made jokes about it. Our director at the time actually discouraged telling jokes and having dark humor. She thought it was very unhealthy and unproductive and dangerous even. So after my second bigger ambulance accident, I didn't laugh about it. I didn't find any humor in it. And oddly enough, that's when that affected me the most. which is odd because usually if you've been through something once, the second go around is easier. It's not as bad the second time around. So, yeah, I think there's something there. Being able to laugh, to tell jokes, to lighten the mood is amazing for your psyche. Um, anyway, I was at a training, or a meeting, I suppose, a meeting that we had a training a part of for my job with the state. The guy talked about mindfulness and then talked about the benefits of humor. Absolutely loved his presentation on humor, and even how he tied humor into mindfulness, and how, going to a comedy show can be mindfulness. And I was a little, I make lots of jokes at work. I'm always cracking jokes. He actually said, he's like, well, has anyone here considered the office clown? And everyone looked at me. And I'm like, I'm not even raised my hand. Yes, I will tell jokes. I'll make little situations, to really try and get myself to laugh and then get my coworkers to laugh. Well, we're doing little small group activities and whatnot. I'm having a good time with it. And the guy gave a statistic. He's like, kids laugh due to this one study. I think it's over 200 or 300 times a day. And adults laugh only 10 times a day. One of the coworkers next to me was like, yeah, 10 times would be a good humorous day. I don't think I laugh even 5 times a day. And I just kind of go, oh, come on now, be honest. Like like every time I talk to you, we're always laughing and joking and having a good time. And then the saddest thing happened. He's like, yeah, when I call you, when I Teams you or whatnot, message you, or I'm in a meeting with you, that's the only time I laugh. Like, you can make me laugh, really. He's like, you can make me laugh. You make jokes, just what to say to make me just start breaking out laughing. Because usually what you're saying is something just so ridiculous, so funny, or you're saying something that we all know you know better, but you're saying it to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, making a comment. So he's like, yeah, you're the only one who makes me laugh. No one else can make me laugh. He's like, I don't laugh during the day. The world is too depressing. The world is too awful right now. And that shocked me. He's not wrong. The world is in a pretty tough place, especially if you're a state or federal employee, with the constant threats of losing your job hanging over your head. You might not be able to find humor or make a joke. You should. You definitely should. You should definitely find time to crack a joke and laugh, because I believe it is essential for our well-being. There are so many positive benefits to laughter and laughing that it's something that we should do more of. Yeah, I felt almost awful when he told me that the only time he laughs is when he talks to me in the day, or if he's in a meeting with me and I say something silly or stupid, or something to intentionally misinterpret someone. He's like, other than that, no, I don't laugh in a day. He's like, I can't. There's no way I can laugh with everything going on. There's no way I'm going to go to a comedy show or look up, funny videos or funny jokes or stuff like that. And that made me sad, honestly. I have been in the worst moments of anyone's life. I've been there with injured people, sick people, dying people. I've been there when people have died, out and out died. They're just not in the process of dying. They're already dead. And I'd tell jokes. Use dry humor, dad humor, make some comment that caused my patients to laugh, caused their families to laugh. The second I did that, as they say, the temperature of the room went down, right? All of a sudden, people who are scared or upset or angry or in pain, suddenly it's a little better. They hurt a little less. They breathe a little better. Their fear goes down the second they laugh. Laughter is such an amazing tool to use. It's such an amazing skill to have. I didn't ever think of it as a skill, but it is, I guess. It's something I practice all the time. I'm always listening to jokes, telling jokes, hearing people, seeking out videos of people telling jokes, listening to comedians. I like going to a good comedy show. So I guess it's the skill maybe you got to practice. I didn't think so. I would not have guessed that someone has to practice humor. But here we are. Having to practice humor, having to practice the ability to laugh. It's crazy, really. Even saying it just gives me a weird feeling. I have to practice humor, practice laughing. It's just odd. Very odd. I do hope that we can find more humor. I hope comedy comes back. It's starting to. We're starting to see it slowly break into society and into culture again, where we're able to laugh. We're able to laugh at each other, laugh at ourselves. Too much of politics. Our politics used to be hilarious. They'd have the roasts of the presidential candidates. They'd have the they call it the press dinner, which was basically just a chance for people to make fun of, lighthearted fun of people. And they don't do that anymore. You used to be able to make kind of an insensitive joke and people would realize it's a joke. Now, I bet there's a bunch I can't even tell on camera here that wouldn't get me in trouble. And it's sad, really. It's sad that we're not able to laugh at ourselves or realize when someone's joking. Time and time again, too many people I see, they're like, wow, you're taking that seriously. That's obviously a joke. That's obviously being funny or silly. Like, they didn't mean that to be offensive or hurtful or hateful. They meant that to be funny. And as someone who likes dark humor, no, there's nothing off limits to joke about. Now, you might have a list of stuff you think is off limits, but honestly, no. There's nothing off limits. Tragic, sad stuff, laugh about it, joke about it. Makes it lighter, makes it more approachable, makes it something that you can then handle and deal with. We are losing humor as a human race, and the signs are everywhere. People are more depressed, people are sicker, more wars are breaking out, more fighting's breaking out. Just because we won't laugh at ourselves and laugh at each other and be okay with a joke. You might not like it, and that's fine. You don't have to like a joke. You don't have to like anyone's joke. But you do have to take it for what it was, a joke. So anyway, folks, my kids are running around. It can't be a good sign. I'm going to go finish my cigar, finish my beer, and probably look up some comedy videos here on YouTube. Because, yeah, you need to laugh. Practice it. Practice laughing. The more you laugh, the better your life will be. Anyway, folks, stay safe out there. Give a little chuckle. We'll see you on the next one.